Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. In August, we have two eclipses, and when we have eclipses, the markets are usually bearish. So today we're going to look how August will likely be for Bitcoin, and don't skip the first part because I tell you a simple way to make more money on crypto. Point out the best and worst days to sign a new contract or start a new project. And a couple of days that you should be careful with money. And since eclipses are points of change, you will find out who is most likely to experience big changes in their life. But first, the winner who predicted Bitcoin's price on July 1st. And the winner is Perez 7B. His guess was 59,500K, and according to CoinMarketCap, the closing price on July 1st was 60,728 USD. So Perez 7B, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Please get in touch with me. My email is in the description below. If you remember, we also have another contest running to predict Bitcoin's price on October 1st. And the prize is a free analysis of your birth chart, your natal chart. You can leave your guess in the comments. But first, let's take a quick look at a few important dates in August. The first few days of August, with Venus and Mars both forming a tense angle to the asteroid Lilith, it's a good idea to avoid making impulsive purchases and also sudden decisions about your relationships. On August 12th, there is a new moon eclipse in Leo. And eclipses are a big deal in astrology. A door closes and something new is offered to us. It's a great opportunity to let go of something that is no longer working for us. But this is a quite positive eclipse for both relationships and finances. And I say this because from August 10th to the 13th, Venus, the love and money planet, which now is in Libra, makes a positive angle to both Uranus and Pluto. This combination suggests positive developments in relationships and finances. And also with Mars in an auspicious aspect to the North Node, there is a strong need to take action and move forward. But guys, there is a catch, because at the same time, Venus opposes Neptune, the planet of fantasy, inspiration, and illusion. So while this situation is positive, try not to rush into anything new or before you make sure it's real. And examine offers carefully. And that's because with Venus-Neptune aspects, we tend to idealize people, situations, and opportunities. And if you're single and you meet someone new, take your time to really get to know the person before making any commitments. And this way you can avoid the drama later. This applies to all of us, but especially if your birthday is 2 or 3 days before or after August 12th, November 13, February 9, May 10, or if you know your chart and you have personal planets like the Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, or your ascendant around the 20 degrees of the signs of Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Taurus. Now, a good day to sign contracts and make new plans is August 15th, but later in the afternoon when the moon enters the sign of Libra. On that day, Mercury will align with Jupiter and Venus will form a nice aspect to Jupiter. Between August 20th and 23rd, Venus will oppose Saturn. So during these days, it's best to avoid starting anything new or make an important purchase. Then on August 27th or 28th, depending on your location, we have a full moon eclipse in Pisces. And this eclipse is full of surprises because it makes a tense aspect, a square, to the planet Uranus, the planet of the unexpected and sudden change. And what this means is that a sudden and unexpected event will push you to change direction. It's a real wake-up call moment to change things in our lives and make things better. Well, these changes may feel uncomfortable at first, but later you'll be glad they happen. And this goes for all of us, but especially if you are born around August 27, February 24, November 28th, and May 26. Or if you know your chart and you have personal planets or your ascendant around the 4 degrees of Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Gemini. And then finally, on August 30th and 31st, Jupiter, the planet of opportunities and expansion, makes an auspicious aspect to Saturn. So this is an excellent business energy and a great day if you want to start a new project or a new business. And my friends, before we move to Bitcoin, I would like to briefly introduce everyone to a service you can use to buy, sell, and trade Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies that some of you are already using. The service is called Uptrade, a crypto brokerage that allows you to buy, sell, and swap over 500 cryptocurrencies through a personalized broker service. If you're not a fan of exchanges and want to try something different, with real human support, you can sign up for an account at Uptrade. It doesn't cost anything to sign up. The only time you pay a fee is when you make trades on the platform. They are a premium service, typically for serious and committed investors. So they do have a minimum trade size of 2,000 USD, but it doesn't cost anything to deposit, withdraw, or to speak with your broker on the phone. Uptrade is an Australian business that services clients that come from Australia, the US, and many other parts of the world. So if you want a secure way to trade crypto, to receive professional support and market research from real analysts, and have someone you can talk to over the phone about your crypto investments, feel free to create an account using the link in the description of the video. And if you use the link in the comments below or just mention that you heard about them from Mick from Astrology News and Bitcoin Predictions, they have agreed to give new clients from our community a complimentary portfolio health check, which is a good idea. I also talked to them personally and they're very nice people, but I also Googled them and honestly the reviews they get are excellent. So I think it's a good idea to check them out. Now let's look at Bitcoin. I like to remind you that this is not a financial advice. Bitcoin is really hard to predict and I might make a mistake. Guys, it takes me a few days to do this video, so please take a moment to press the thumbs up. It really helps my channel. Although there are some good days for Bitcoin in August, there are also a few indications that suggest that August will probably won't be a bullish month for Bitcoin. One of them is Saturn, the planet of reality and restriction, that is now retrograde and is making a tense angle to Bitcoin's sun. It will be exact the second part of August, but it will continue also in September. We had this aspect before last June, and this aspect suggests that Bitcoin is under pressure, facing limitations and a possible delay on the Clarity Act. I don't want to spoil your mood, but the upcoming period, especially October and November, do not look very good for Bitcoin and the global economy. During these months, both Mercury and Venus will be retrograde, but also there are several astrological indications pointing in the same direction. Well, I won't go into many astrological terms, Just a couple of them, the key ones, so you get the idea. And if you want to know in advance how Bitcoin is likely to perform from September to November, you can order my 3-month Bitcoin report. And as I mentioned before, because the market is down, I've kept the price pretty low. For more information, my email is in the description. If you would like to have your own personal predictions and natal chart, get in touch with me for more information. Although the first couple of days of August there may be a correction, after August 2nd to the 7th, there are few positive aspects suggesting that the price will go up. During these days, Mercury, the planet of trade, is making a positive aspect to Saturn and Venus to Bitcoin's Jupiter. Now, from August 7th until around the 12th, there is a mix of positive and tense angles, so my guess is that the price will move sideways. However, the 10th will probably be a better day due to a positive aspect of Venus to Bitcoin's Mercury and the Moon to Bitcoin's Uranus. From August 13 and 14, again, we see a mix of both positive and tense angles. So my guess is that the price will move sideways, or there might be a slight correction, but honestly, I'm not 100% sure about that. From around the 15th, again for a couple of days until the 17th, Venus makes a very auspicious aspect to Bitcoin's North Node. And although there's still a few challenging aspects, the price from the 15th to the 17th may go up. And if it does, I do not expect a big move. August 18th and 19th, well, there are tense aspects that suggest another correction. August 20th looks like it's going to be a better day, but after that, until the 24th, there are plenty of tense angles that suggest a correction. On August 26th, the Sun makes a positive aspect to Bitcoin's Pluto, and the Moon aligns with Bitcoin's North Node. And because of this, I believe August 26th, probably until the 29th, may be better days, or they could also be a sideways movement. But again, I'm not 100% sure, because at the same time, there are also tense aspects, plus Saturn now is in an exact square to Bitcoin Sun. The last days of August, there are plenty of tense aspects that suggest a possible correction. So that's it, my friends. I wish you a very nice month, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Take care. Bye.